Welcome students. So let's start our today's session, bridge course for day 28. I am sharing a PPT for you. So welcome to all of you in my class at Sri Saraswati Bhuvan High School, Jalna. Kunal Shinde, don't write anything. I am Mr. Khire SV. We are going to learn today bridge course of standard 9 subject maths 1 or 2 for day 28, and our today's topic is properties of parallelogram. You know very well what is parallelogram. Let's recall the definition of parallelogram. A quadrilateral having opposite sides parallel is called a parallelogram. A quadrilateral having opposite sides parallel is called a parallelogram. The opposite sides of parallelogram are parallel and congruent also. Let's see the figure. In figure, you can see quadrilateral ABCD. Quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. The opposite sides are parallel and congruent also. Means side AB is parallel to side DC. Similarly, side AD is parallel to side BC. Opposite sides are parallel, and also they are congruent. Means side AB is congruent to side DC, and side AD is congruent to side BC also. Now we will see properties of parallelogram. First property is measure of opposite angles of the parallelogram are equal, means opposite angles are congruent. Measures of opposite angles of the parallelogram are equal. Opposite angles of parallelogram means angle A and angle C are equal in measures. Therefore, angle A is congruent to angle C. Similarly, next pair is angle B and angle D. This is a pair of opposite angles which are congruent. Angle B is equal to angle D. That is, angle B is congruent to angle D. Means opposite angles are congruent. Second property, lengths of opposite sides are equal. Means opposite sides are congruent. Lengths of opposite sides are equal. Means they are congruent in length. Sides are equal means opposite sides are congruent. I have already told you this. AB and DC is equal to having same lengths. Both the segments or sides having same lengths. Therefore, we can say side AB or segment AB is congruent to segment DC. Similarly, segment AD is congruent to segment DC. Third property is diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisects each other. If we draw the diagonals of this parallelogram ABCD, then they bisect each other, means they divide each other into equal parts. Okay. Next property, 4 number is adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Adjacent angles are supplementary. Supplementary means sum of these angles is 180 degree. Means angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Similarly, angle D plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Opposite angles are congruent and adjacent angles are supplementary. Supplementary means sum of these two angles and these two angles is 180 degree. Similarly, angle B plus angle C is 180 degree. Angle C plus angle D is 180 degree. Angle A plus angle D is also 180 degree. Next, we will take an example. Sample example for this is quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram. T is the point of intersection of its diagonals. Referring the figure, write the answer of the questions given below. Figure is given. In figure, we can see quadrilateral PQRS is there. And quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram. In quadrilateral PQRS, opposite sides are congruent. This PQ is congruent to SR. Similarly, PS is congruent to QR. PR and QS are the diagonals which intersects at point T. Now, by using this figure or referring this figure, you have to write the answers of the questions given below. First question is, if length PS is equal to 5.4 centimeter, then what is the length of QR? Length PS. We know the property of parallelogram. Opposite sides are congruent and parallel also. Therefore, length PS is given. If length PS is 5.4 centimeter, it means length QR is also 5.4 centimeter. PS is congruent to QR. Second, if length TS is equal to 3.5 centimeter, then what is the length of QS? TS is given. Length TS. TS is 3.5 centimeter. Then what is QS? Length of QS. We know diagonals of parallelogram bisects each other. Bisects means they divides each other into equal parts. If segment TS or length TS is given, it is 3.5 centimeter, then we have to find out the length of QS. QS is 2 times length TS. Therefore, 2 into TS means 2 into 3.5 centimeter, then we will get 7 centimeter. In parallelogram PQRS, if major angle QRS is 118 degree, then major angle, find the major angle QPS. Third question, in parallelogram PQRS, if major angle SRP is 72 degree, then find the major angle RPQ. We will see answers of these questions now. In parallelogram PQRS, you can see length QR is congruent to length PS. PS is given, it is 5.4 centimeter, therefore length QR is also 5.4 centimeter because opposite sides of parallelogram are congruent. We have to find out length QS. It is 2 times length TS. 2 times 3.5 means 2 into 3.5 is equal to 7 centimeter because diagonals bisect each other. Major angle QPS is equal to major angle QRS. Opposite angles are congruent. Therefore, both the measures of these two angles is equal. That is 118 degree. Similarly, major angle RPQ is equal to major angle SRP. That is 72 degree because alternate angles are also congruent. If two parallel lines are there and one is there transversal, it means the alternate angles are congruent. Therefore, both the angles are having same measures. That is 72 degree. question of this session is today's homework or exercise for day 28. Exercise for day 28. Figure is given and question is given. You can see the figure in quadrilateral WXYZ. It is quadrilateral WXYZ is a parallelogram. O is the point of intersection of its diagonals. Referring the figure, write the answers of the following questions. First, if length WZ is equal to 4.5 cm, then what is the length of XY? WZ is given. You know, opposite sides are parallel and congruent also. If length of WZ is 4.5 cm, length WZ is congruent to length XY. Therefore, length XY is also 4.5 cm. If length of WO is equal to 3.3 cm, then what is the length of YO? Length of WO is given. WO is half of this diagonal WY. WO is 3.3 cm, then what is YO? You know, diagonals bisect each other. This is 3.3, means this one is also 3.3 cm. Therefore, length WO is congruent to length YO. If WO is 3.3 cm, then length YO is also 3.3 cm. Third, if length of YZ is 8.2 cm, then what is the length XW? Length YZ is 8.2 cm, then what is XW? Again, opposite sides are congruent. It means length YZ is congruent to length XW. If length YZ is 8.2 cm, it means length XW is also 8.2 cm. Fourth example, if length OX is 6 cm, then what is the length OZ? Length OX is given. It is 6 cm. Find out length OZ. Again, we know diagonals bisect each other, means XO or OX is 6 cm. OX is congruent to ZO or OZ. Therefore, if OX is 6 cm, then OZ is also 6 cm. Fifth example, if major angle WZY is equal to 120 degree. Major angle WZY is 120 degree. Means this angle is given Z. Angle WZY is given. WZY is equal to 120 degree. Then we have to find out the measure WXY. WXY means we have to find out this angle WXY. We know the property of parallelogram. The property of parallelogram is opposite angles are congruent. Opposite angles of parallelogram are congruent. If WZY is equal to 120 degree, it means WZY is congruent to WXY. Therefore, the angle WXY is also 120 degree. Understood? Got it, all of you? Okay. So take a screenshot of this for homework number 28 or exercise for day 28. You have to do this homework in maths notebook only. Do your homework in maths notebook. So please keep studying, study carefully and hard. Thank you very much for joining my class. Please subscribe my YouTube channel Shikshan Mitra and like and share my videos. Thank you very much. Thank you to all of you.